Let's play a game. Okay. Hey, look, we got one more day. Just one. Tell me how many more days we have, Morgana. Anyways, let's go ahead and hang out with her. What are you doing today, Nickon? Just finish up some student council work. Let me know if anything comes up. I'll be at school for a little while longer. Let's go check out my... Hey, Makoto.
Well,
No, wait. Sis, no. I shouldn't be worrying. Alright, do you think you can help me broaden my views? I don't think my bond with Makoto will leave him just yet. It's good to take a break every so often. Want to hang out with Makoto? Let's go ahead and hang out.
what will you do?
What are we gonna do today? Let's go ahead and broaden our views.
Shall we go?
Let's go to Shibuya. Makoto looks relieved. It seems this has been a good change of pace for her. I feel like my bond with Makoto will grow stronger soon.
Let's go home.
Yes, let's go home. Go home together, but separate.
Well then.
Tomorrow's the day. I know, God bless it, fucking cat. Anyways, let's go talk to Chihaya. Let's check the bond. At rank 6, nothing. Let's actually hang out with Sojiro. I haven't talked to Sojiro. If you have time, can you help me prepare dinner? I feel like my bond will grow stronger soon. Let's check his bond. We're at 4. At 6, we get coffee mastery. What does that let us do? Allows you to brew coffee that greatly restores SP of an ally. I like brewing coffee. So let's go ahead and let's help him out.
All right then.
Thanks. Fudaba's coming to eat today too. I'll get the curry ready. I'm leaving the coffee to you. I'm wicked full. How was the curry, Futaba? Delicious. I'm gonna be dreaming of that stuff tonight. Did it taste the same as you remember it? Yep. I feel like a dummy for not wanting to eat it back when I was depressed about my mom.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the first episode of this brand new anime I want to watch is airing tonight. I'm out of here. Eyes in front when you walk, okay? No spacing out. You ran headfirst into a pole last time you went for a walk. Well, you stubbed your toe on the dresser the other day. Aw, crap, it's gonna start. Making like a leaf and... screw it, bye. She thought it was delicious. And what about you? I think I'm addicted. Really? I guess you have pretty good taste if you can understand how incredible that curry is. Now then, there's something I should probably tell you. Here, take a seat. I'll pour you some coffee. Thanks. I got mine right here.
Yeah.
Remember how I said the recipe for this curry was developed by a scientific genius? You might have realized it by now, but that genius was Fudaba's mother, Wakaba. In other words, the curry is one of the last remaining connections Futaba has to her mom. I first met Wakaba back when I was doing work for the government. She was real troubled, let me tell you. Logic prevailed over emotion for her, and she had an intricate knowledge of the human mind. I felt my pickup lines were the best in town, but not a single one worked on her. Was she like Futaba? You could say that. It was never clear what she was thinking, so I had a hard time trying to keep up with her. Men are idiots, though. We spend our time chasing after things we can't get. Wakaba rejected me time and time again, but there was one instance I managed to surprise her, and that was when I gave her a plate of my homemade curry. The very next day, she came asking all about the ingredients and what goes into the cooking process. Then, just a few days later, she handed me a scientifically enhanced version of my recipe. It was incredible. She had used my curry as the basis, but it was miles better than anything I made. Curry was Wakaba's specialty from then on. Naturally, Futaba grew to love it in no time as well. But then, after Wakaba's accident, Futaba stopped eating it entirely. The flavor would make her remember the pain. I've heard even smells can bring back memories too. But that curry was the only point of connection I had with Futaba. it is true. Certain tastes and certain smells, depending on my mood, can either lift my spirits, make me nostalgic, or it can put me into a little bit of a depression, depending on how I'm already feeling that day. Because it does remind you a little bit of moments in your past. You know, it's human beings connect a lot of things to our senses, right? And though we don't have the greatest senses in the world for taste or smell and all that kind of stuff, we still do process things a lot of ways through our tastes, through our touch, and through smell. So it's not surprising sometimes you can touch, or even listening, and sight. You know, we experience our world through our senses completely. You know, we're not brains in a jar. And so that's why sometimes when someone will listen to music, they'll just start crying, or you know, the texture of a thing can set them off and make them happy and giddy, or sad, or angry, and it's all because it connects to some visceral memory we have of an event, a person, a place. It's very interesting. Anyways, but that curry was the only point. Yeah, I read that. That's why That's why when I took her in, I vowed to keep this recipe alive until she could eat it again. So much history. Well, it wouldn't have such a rich flavor without a rich backstory. The whole idea of pairing the curry with a nice brew was thanks to Wakaba's refinement too. Despite how introverted she seemed, she was extraordinarily perceptive of the people around her. I never even told her about my love of coffee. She figured it out just from looking at me. That was when I realized she was totally out of my league. Not like I really stood a chance to begin with, though. She already had Futaba by then, after all. This might seem like any old curry to most people, but there's tons of emotions crammed inside. So, make sure you keep the tradition going. Cool.
All right.
I find his story interesting. Alright, that's enough of this for tonight. Things are getting downright sappy in here. Fuda was waiting for me at home too, so I should probably be heading back.
The rest
Make
is
sure
on
you clean
you.
up before you go to bed. Hey, it's me. You finished cleaning up? Fuda was still watching anime. As long as she's in a good mood, though, I don't mind it. Seeing her so happy now makes me glad that I kept Wakaba's curry alive. It's only a problem when she asks for it 3 times a day. She needs a balanced diet. That's exactly my problem. Futaba's still growing. I gotta be strict with her. She needs to eat balanced meals so she gets vitamins that curry can't give her. But man, the expression on Futaba's face when she took a bite of that curry. Forget it. Maybe I'll have to stick with curry staple, but I can sneak in some veggies here and there. I guess cooking really can be a labor of love. Ah, crap, I talked too much. See you later, I guess. You know, I talk about the time I spent with my wife and all that kind of stuff a lot, and at the same time I don't really get too deep into it. Sometimes I'll show a memory or whatever, but one thing that, I don't know if I've ever mentioned before, but my wife was a fantastic cook. Oh, was today day? It kind of just snuck up on me. Are you alright? I know you went to see him every day. How can he be gone? I feel so sick. There are still so many things I wanted to talk about with him. Why can't he just stay forever? What am I supposed to do now? Man, you're a really serious case. But it seems like you aren't alone. He was pretty popular with the girls. Oh, that's right. The doc has left the building. More Dr. Love.
Dr. Mark, he's really leaving.
Aw,
It's already been half a year, huh? That sure went by fast.
I didn't help with
And
shit.
finally, we would like Dr. Maruki to share a few last words with the student body. Well, Doctor, if you will.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
As
morning.
the Vice Principal has mentioned, today marks the end of my tenure at Shujin Academy. Over the past several months, I have come to learn about all sorts of conflicts that you students have faced this year. Troubles with romance, with studies. In fact, some of you have financial issues that are awfully similar to my own. At any rate, many of you have come to see me during my time here. Some of you even refer to me as Doc now. But I must say, as I watched you all strive toward your dreams, I feel like I'm the one who received an education here.
Farewell,
I
Doctor.
actually had a certain goal in mind
Didn't
when
know
I was
you well.
first assigned to this school.
However, I lack the ability to accomplish it on my own.
Of course, I have no intention of giving up. Still, I would be lying if I said I'm leaving here today with no regrets. Basically, what I want to say to you all is to learn from me and live your lives without regret. Finally, I know this is rather cliche, but I wish you all the good luck and success in your futures.
A lot of people think that you can't live a life without regret, right? Because you make mistakes, all that kind of stuff.
Not like you expect.
I think it's possible.
Well, that's it. Thank you
I-
for having me here this year.
There's always chances that you think
Good
back,
luck to you all.
and when you think on the stuff you've done in your past, you think, I wish I could have done that differently, or I wish I could have done that better, and that kind of stuff, right? But generally, I can't say I ever have any regrets about how I've accomplished and gotten to where I am. I have one regret in my life. I'm not going to talk about it right now. But honestly, I can't say that I feel that my life was something to regret. Anything else I've done, I don't know. I try very hard to live my life without regrets. And that doesn't mean living the absolute bestest life you can. That doesn't mean not making mistakes. Fuck, make all the mistakes you can sometimes. It just means that you don't make choices based on quick desires sometimes, right? I mean, sure, it would be easy, wouldn't it? To just, I just want to sleep with that girl over there, and then you end up with, whatever kind of deal. Or just treating people better than you might normally be inclined to. I find that treating people as warranted, sometimes they don't warrant kindness, they warrant derision, but that doesn't mean you mistreat them, right? It doesn't mean like you intentionally set out to hurt them or whatever. And you shouldn't regret those actions. And it means that, hey, like for instance, the Cheshire Vic, she's a fucking moron, right? But I'm not going to go out of my way to mistreat her, because that'll end up leading to some kind of regret. Will I make fun of her at times? Sure. Do I think she's an utter idiot? Fuck yeah. But, don't mistreat them just to mistreat people, I guess. You shouldn't live a life of regrets. Yeah, you might make stupid decisions, but I think the regrets we often carry are regrets that are tied to other people and our actions therein more than it is than towards ourselves. The fan site's on fire as usual. Anyways, tomorrow's finally it. I hope everyone remembers the date of our plan. Of course we remember. That means we're sending out the clone card today, right? Yes, today's our only option. The police have yet to actually make a move, but I am certain we have reached our limits. We wanted to wait as long as possible to make Makoto's sister panic, right? Yes, taking that into account, today would be the best option. We can speak in more detail about this after school. Alright, see you at LeBlanc. LeBlanc. Let me dance.
Boss
Boss?
said he reserved the place just for us. We're free to drink as much coffee as we want.
Ain't this place always empty, though?
I'm telling boss.
Huh?
Everyone here is a witness.
I was just joking.
Better be Ryuji, guys. Fucking sing.
We're supposed to be discussing where we should send the calling card.
Oh yeah.
Considering how big the hype's gotten, she'll probably just think it's a prank, won't she?
I could always put it on Sai-san's desk. People know me there, so I could gain access easily.
That's not a good idea. If you're the only one who can get in there, it'll be easily traced back to you.
I'll do it. I can just tell her it came for her in the mail. That would be the least risky method. No matter what she asks, I'll tell her I don't know anything.
But Makoto, that's...
You're our leader, so this will be up to you. Should we leave the calling card to Makoto?
I trust her with it.
Is that really the only way?
I'll be okay. I've already traversed far more dangerous ground than this.
True enough, but
We will leave it to you then. Thank you for agreeing to this. I will need to step up my game as well to make up for it.
Very well, then. We'll enter from in front of the courthouse. Does 6 o'clock in the evening work for everyone?
yes.
Yep, got it.
Same as always. Well then, let's get ready for tomorrow. Dismissed.
Very well. Roll out. Stuck in my foot, stuck in my foot. Okay, there we go. What is this? Where's Akechi?
Okay.
Tomorrow's finally the day. I also have to carry out the operation that Makoto outlined earlier.
Anyway,
Now, we just need to hand it over as long as we can get it to Nijima. So we made a plan without Akechi. Interesting, so we don't trust him.
Madame Sae Nijima, a great sinner of jealousy. You have lost yourself amidst your obsession with success. For its sake, you are even willing to promote injustice as justice. From the Phantom Thieves.
I found it in our mailbox.
To think they would send me one. They brand me a criminal and plan to change my heart? What nonsense! They only care about disposing of those who are an inconvenience for them. Fine. I'll just have to catch them first.
Yeah, you would have to, wouldn't you?
And when you do, you're going to interrogate them, right? In some kind of underground room, was it?
Why do you ask?
Oh, I just remembered you mentioning something like that before.
That's right. It will be in a special interrogation room underground. My time will be limited, but I will do whatever it takes to make them divulge their secrets.
Huh. So we did get caught on purpose.
Let's do this fair and square.
Really now. That is interesting. I
I
thought
should
that was going to
probably
be
be
the case,
getting
but
back. It's late, but I should contact the director and let him know about this calling card. I expect things will calm down a little once this case is over. Once that happens, why don't we go on a trip to some hot springs? Just the two of us.
Sis. I'm on your side. I won't let anyone do anything to you.
What an odd girl.
Do you need to make a call? I'll head up to my room then.
I'm sorry for calling so late. This is Nijima. There's something I need to inform you of. I received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves. It was addressed to me directly and... Stand by? And you've transferred command of the investigation to someone else? No, of course not. Yes. I understand. I'll remain on standby until further instructions. Please excuse me.
very interesting. Okay. So,
Okay.
very, very interesting. Sorry for the wait, I believe it went well. Thanks, Mako-chan, it's all going according to plan then. So, it has finally come to this. I actually feel somewhat nervous. Don't freak out so much that you screw up, alright? You're one to talk. I ask that you go easy on me. Well then, see you tomorrow. Hold on a sec. Crow, go over the operation again before you leave. It is just as we discussed earlier, is it not? This battle will decide our future. We must ensure we're fully prepared beforehand. Very well. Our objective is stealing Sae-san's treasure. We will meet at the courthouse at approximately 6 p.m. Good. Want to give us one last word before we go, leader? Let's be careful. Hey, Navy. We'll be relying on you. What a wonderful, trusting relationship. I'll do my best in this as well.
All right. We can't afford any mistakes, especially not this time. Tomorrow's a
How
big
you
day
doing
for
today,
us.
man?
So let's give it our all.
You got work or anything today, or you got some extra time off this week?
Oh.
So what are you going to do? Let's go ahead and play again. Might as well. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Golfer Saro Tahiko. What the fuck? So like Nintendo Golf, I guess?
Okay.
Let's start up Pro Golfer Saro Tahiko.
Well then.
By the way, haven't you read that secret technique book? Yes, I know, makes it easier, blah blah blah. Makes sense, since you've learned how to. Alright, let's do this. Oh, there's a practice course. Let's try that one first. Alright, time to practice a normal distance shot. Yeah, I get that completely. You work at, you got the, the early ass shift then, don't you? Push X button for golfer. I'm just playing a game, relaxing a little bit, mumbling to myself. Not doing too much. I'm waiting, at the very beginning of this game, your character is arrested and is being interrogated. So throughout the game, every now and then it'll pop up and, go into the interrogation room where the character you're playing as is, like, beat up, drugged up, all this kind of stuff. And it takes you, I'm thinking about almost 80 some odd hours into the game, to finally get to a point where it's like, okay, so I've been making conjectures, and some of them seem to be correct. It looks like we got ourselves arrested on purpose. So I'm just curious to see how it's going to play out now, because tomorrow's the day that we're supposed to be arrested. From the very beginning of the game. Oh, the screen changed. It looks like you're stuck in the sand now. Nice shot. Ouch. Sometimes I really enjoyed the morning shifts sometimes. Sometimes I missed the afternoon shifts. The shifts, I used to work factory work years ago, right after high school. I actually worked in a factory for a little while. Okay, and I used to work the butthole shift, third shift. So, from, I think it was like 10 to 6 a.m., 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., something like that. Oh, I hated that shift. I used to go to my best friend's house, though, on the way home, because I just rode my bike to and from work. And I rode my bike, I would go past my best friend's house on the way to home, and by the time I got to about his house, it was about 7 a.m., so it usually took me roughly about a half hour to an hour to get to his house. And I'd have already ordered, like, pizza to be delivered at, like, 11 a.m. after they opened. So I'd just hang out at his house, get lunch, go home, and go to sleep. So he knew that if I was working on a Friday, he was going to get pizza and soda. Oh, I think it's a little different, because, yeah, I call them the butthole shift, because that's when all the shit is left to get done. I don't know. I think it's a little different. Usually when I work morning shifts, it would be the time where you get everything set up for everyone else to do. So even though there's everyone there, things are set up to get done by the next shift. You get yourself ready to go, that kind of stuff. But probably a little bit differently, because my morning shifts were generally either setting up for other tutors in the afternoon or restaurant work. And you did it. The ball's on the green now. It looks like that's the end of the practice course. Cool.
Nice.
The secret technique book helped, huh? You're always looking for... Yes, I know. It's not... Say always the same damn thing at the very end. Like, hey, you used the secret techniques. You did good. Thanks.
Nice.
I think that's the one thing about this game that annoys me sometimes is the repeating dialogue lines. I understand why, but God, it gets annoying sometimes. Like, hey, you used that technique book.
The day has come.
It really helped you out.
Are you all prepared?
Oh shit, you say that last time I played a game with you. The day has come. Are you prepared? Okay.
What of the calling card, Makoto?
I showed it to Sis.
She took it from my very own hands. Makoto.
I understand how you feel, but you mustn't be so downtrodden.
Yeah, if we screw this up, we're done for.
But yeah. Military law, civilian law has overlaps, but there's also a lot of, not overlaps.
What kind of game will it be this time? No matter what you bring out, we will emerge victorious.
You are making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight to my heart's content.
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his killer from the bottom of my heart. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous, but the ones left behind have to clean up the mess. Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought her reasoning would have been more noble somehow.
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil. I must win, no matter what.
This is nothing more than self-righteousness.
Possibly.
All we need to do to determine who is right is battle.
I really like her outfit. It's very sharp looking. Very villainous, too. I like it.
What?
Ah! Good.
What's this?
Why are you guys acting so
A
surprised?
clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now come at me!
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert!
May the best player win!
All right, let's do it.
Alright,
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything
Persona!
reckless.
we're just
By
gonna
the
fuck shit up
myriad
with, Izanagi no Gumi. Wow, that did
Do
nothing.
this!
Doing damage, but it's
Persona!
hurting her?
Out of our way!
That's what it seems to
Persona!
be.
How's this?
May the best player win!
Bet HP shit.
What the?
Now let us play a game of roulette. The stakes will be our lives. Of course, acts of violence are forbidden here. One must follow the rules.
Relay tables look really cool when they're spinning.
We already told you. There's no way we're gonna follow your rules anymore.
That's fine by me. Such troublesome people will just face the penalty.
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do?
Next up. Come! Not this.
Ah, so you've broken the rule. In that case, it's time to be penalized. Cheaters get punished.
Joker, are you alright?
Okay.
What? This is the penalty?
Those who cannot follow rules are not to be tolerated. That is simply how society operates.
Joker, your health is low! Watch out!
That's okay, I'll heal him up.
Persona! I'm very grateful, thank you!
You will predict which pocket the ball will fall into. Now, the time has come for our first round. Choose where you will place your bet.
Okay.
Mama's positive she's going to try and cheat. But even if we bring that up, she'd just ignore us. We
Okay.
should go along with the game for now, and try to gain evidence on her methods of cheating.
How?
I agree.
Okay. Before your turn begins, various monsters will fight enemies or your allies depending on the outcome. Your monsters will begin more difficult things. Your participants in full battle.
Well, how will you bet?
I will bet there will be a ball, red or black. I'm gonna say a red pocket.
Have you made your decision? Then let's...
See if I'm probably wrong though. Nope. Oh, that's what. Oh, there was a shield on it. What the fuck?
We lost.
I most certainly have.
Really? How is she doing it?
All right, man. Have a good one.
See, you're right. It did seem like the ball floated for a split second there.
How humiliating.
Let's catch her in the act so she can't talk her way out of it. Have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lid appears. You're in charge of choosing who's gonna be the sniper.
I
You must stop my sister.
already know who I want to. Yes.
As long as I get close, even this gun should work.
I'm ready whenever. You want me to do it?
As long as I get close, I'll carry this out. May the best player win.
Playtime. Best money.
The stuff displayed on the monitor changed. That must mean the betting changes every time.
Okay. Alright.
No. Persona!
Concentrate. Your chance of hitting also.
Not that. That's not right.
Might as well guard.
The sniper is in their designated spot.
Okay.
Very well, time to make your bet. Well, how will you bet?
How should I bet? Which pocket should I bet on? 13 through 24 is that one.
Hopefully your prediction will be correct this time.
You're 9,000 yen away, yes.
What?
Joker!
Hold on.
What was that about fair and square? You were totally cheating! You coward! What are you so quiet for? Say something!
Shut up! Shut up!
What is this? God damn.
Sis?
Cheating? Unfair? Silence! This is my world! I am the law! I am everything! No one in this world deserves to win except for me! If you still dare to defy my justice, then prepare to be totally crushed!
Not as pretty looking as she was.
Is my sister's true nature? No!
We're finally back to a normal fight. Good luck, Joker.
Wow, that's... Well then. Okay.
The roulette panels!
How about this?
What does this do? Make her immune to a certain type of attack or something?
She's way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her. Let's do this!
Probably like gonna be... This one is...
Go! Persona! Prepare yourself! Persona! Shall we?
Alright. That makes me dizzy. Stop moving the camera back and forth too, please. Jesus Christ. So she's probably immune to,
My justice has revealed to me. I must decimate these evil minds that defy me.
so that's gonna determine what kind of attack she uses.
She might be about to use psycho.
By the myriad truths.
What was that? You missed? Persona! This one! Get yours! Make him pay! I'll use my persona! Joker, you're dizzy. It's gonna be hard to hit it with anything. What was that?
Aw. Come on.
Hurry and die!
Help left!
Persona! All will be revealed.
Yes, help! She needs help! All right.
Relax, relax.
Thank you so much. Get yours. Make him pay. Persona! Okay.
With help, and then I got to
Hey, great. Oh, that's a big help.
use a SP item on.
Persona!
Go ahead and use an SP item on, SP, 30 SP, 50, 100.
What next?
Not yet. We'll use the 51 on Joker.
Using this. Oh, Queen!
It's time. By the the myriad truths.
Persona! Hey!
Not what I meant to do, damn it.
Persona!
Oh, let's do this.
Let's go.
That'll help. Let's see if I'm correct about it. I figured. I want to make sure.
On the ground! Here I go! Speed up!
I'll take that.
Persona! All will be revealed!
Persona! Get yours! Make him pay! Persona!
No. Not because I meant to use training.
No holds barred!
Only victory matters. No matter what happens here, I need to keep winning.
Why?
How about this?
Alright, cool. So, we'll be weak to everything now. Well, not weak to everything, but
Behave
big damage for
yourself.
Persona!
Persona!
I will win.
Persona!
Health,
Thank you so much! Thank you!
and then you will use the killing soul.
This should help!
Alright, so what is she gonna be immune to now? No, I'm holding life here.
What in the world?
I'm right. I'm always right. That's why I have to be the victor. All who stand in my way will be crushed. Winning is all that matters.
Impact.
Dodge, damn it!
Persona!
Take concentrate.
Something else.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Agidine.
Rise up, Ember!
Concentrate for her. Okay.
Persona!
Go ahead and kill everyone.
Let's go.
She has almighty damage going for her now.
I'm very grateful, thanks!
Defense reverted.
Persona!
What that does is take damage from quickly.
Die on my blade!
Oh, right, Queen! Persona! Persona! How's this? Persona!
Die, die, die!
Got knocked down!
Take this!
Megidula, that's what's
This is bad!
Alright, item. Let us go ahead and use this.
Okay.
Oh, that's a big help.
And then you can use revival bead.
This one. Thanks.
And you can use revival bead. I have one here somewhere. There it is.
Thank you.
And
Persona!
you can use society.
How's this?
I just need to win. As long as I can win. That's all that matters.
Sis.
Die, die, die! Don't dodge, damn it!
Okay, got it.
Support's on
Alright, cool. You're gonna give him some health back? Yes, good.
Get ready! Eat this! Persona! Prepare yourself!
Almost there.
Persona! What was that? You gotta hit him! Winning is all that matters!
Turn her down.
This is bad! What was that? You missed? Let's do this!
Yes, he missed. I don't know how. Anyways,
For
resist.
times like this?
Die on my blade!
Oh, shit.
Treatment!
That's okay, though. Guess what? Still got you, bitch. That's right. I win.
I leveled up.
Yay.
So I've lost.
You have.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
sorry?
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do too. But these aggressive investigations? Twisting the truth for your own personal gain? Please. You have to think back to the feelings you had when you first wanted to be a prosecutor. Think about your justice, sis.
My justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How I...
Nijima-san. She's just like my father. What caused them to change like this?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such distorted thoughts is strange. Is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. The suspicions against you will be lifted as well. This deal we made was a great experience for me.
I don't trust you, Akechi.
To think that I, a detective, would act alongside the Phantom Thieves.
Back to your real work now.
Yes. And you all shall end this Phantom Thieves business. That was part of the promise after all. Don't forget.
Alright, we don't need to stay here any longer. Are you alright?
I am. Let's go.
Okay.
Huh? Enemy readings! When did they... They're gathering outside!
For real? What the hell's going on?
Look at those numbers.
This doesn't look good. We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still restless. It doesn't make any sense. What's going on here? There are more coming? This'll be dangerous if we don't do something.
Alright, everyone, you leave.
Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. We'll be done for if we get surrounded.
A team this large would be discovered immediately. We had best split up for our escape. Although, we'll need someone to act as a decoy. No, that's too dangerous.
I'll do it.
Joker? Are you planning on distracting them by yourself?
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet. Once his mind's made up, he's not gonna take no for an answer. I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're talking about here.
Exactly.
Please don't do anything reckless, okay?
Of course.
I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back. We still haven't fulfilled our deal, remember?
Don't worry.
Even more are coming!
Alright, fucking
This
get out here
truly
then.
is a painfully reluctant parting.
It seems we had best hurry.
Well.
We'll see you later.
Alright, so this is the beginning where we escaped. and got caught. Oh, cool. Interesting.
There's something here. Hey, up there! He's here. Moving immediately.
Cool. Alright.
Good. Now get running.
This is our only chance.
Stay calm. You can get away now. We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end.
Okay.
Who was that? Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting away.
Okay.
But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
There he is!
Just run! Get out of there! Okay, the enemy's focus is on him. Everyone remember where we're meeting up? Yep.
Stop right there!
Get away!
Take him down, Joker!
Alright, I really like this whole... like you're back at the beginning kind of deal. Which will explain why this guy wasn't that difficult to deal with, because, you know, you're supposed to be at least strong enough to fight these kind of enemies, though, you know? Hey, Arsene, what's up?
I am Arsene, another you that exists within. Ah, we meet once again.
Yes.
You have progressed well through your recollections. Last spring, you awakened to this furious power. Now, use that power and defeat the enemies before you!
Yes, sir.
Persona! All will be revealed!
Get him, Joker!
Your fate will soon be determined.
Really?
Recall everything. Remember the bonds you have forged with your friends.
Okay.
If you're fated to continue past this point, then we shall surely meet again.
Sure thing. Don't worry.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. More of them?
Victory or
Joker,
defeat?
behind you! Go!
No worry. Ain't getting none of that.
You should be able to get out that way. Hurry!
Alright.
Dude, can he even hear us?
Don't worry. I'm picking up everyone's voices. Just go, Joker! Hmm? Wait a second.
What's her name? The last Persona user.
I'll end this right now.
Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting!
Very interesting that they're replaying the whole beginning exactly. Oh, she's got a shotgun? I like that. Pump action? Not pump action,
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai!
Don't worry. You can still rely on me. So I'm gonna take them all out.
Readings have decreased? That's...
It's been a while since we last fought side by side. But this time, it's my turn to come to your aid, Senpai. Now let's win this!
Yeah, no problem. I'm about to.
Persona.
Fuck all you. Oh, shit.
Shove it, Sondrion!
I guess not. I lied.
Too late to be sorry.
Beauty is something.
I think that's the last of them?
Probably.
I genuinely have no clue what just happened, but I take it you're okay?
Yeah, CJ, they're all wearing diapers.
Wait,
Just because
bad
that's your
news.
fetish doesn't
Enemy
mean
backup's
everyone
headed
has
your
to.
way. You need to...
Please go. I'm going to make it harder for them to track you down.
Okay.
You still have something you need to do as a Phantom Thief, right?
Yep.
Then I won't stop you. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in no position to interfere. However, please don't forget the promise we made.
Which one?
Joker, you need to get out of there! Go, go, go!
All right, let's do it.
Yep. About to go get my ass arrested. Over 80 hours into the game and I'm back at the very beginning.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
How you doing this morning, CJ? Shut up. I was really trying not to bring that man into this thing.
Something
Don't
wrong?
ruin my morning.
The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
I want to hear nothing from his mouth.
How it is. After
Made me
that commotion, the
freaking
bottom
pause my
floor
game.
is
Look at that.
completely closed off.
Running everything.
Hey, can you make it?
Over there.
Over there.
There's nowhere to run.
Yes, I know exactly the creature you're talking about, and I had that thought myself when I saw it. Like, why the fuck is he wearing a metal-ass diaper?
Show off. You're so reckless, you know that?
My latency is real low here.
Enemies here? What's wrong? He's reading.
Like a good 4 or
It's
5
Nancy!
seconds ahead of you.
What happened? An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him.
I'm doing alright.
Go, 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 go. Get over there.
Doing alright today. Keeping myself out of trouble, so to speak. It's been raining off and on all morning. I already took the dog out for a walk much earlier. So now I'm just chilling out, relaxing, playing some b-ball outside of school. You know, a couple of guys were up real good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood.
Suspect secured.
Didn't expect to find some kid.
Emo
had
makes
your
me
teammate to
cry
thank for this.
inside. How can
You
anyone be
were
that
sold
angry
out.
and all that kind of stuff? He really does need to wear a diaper. He's like a fucking child.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
Been arrested again. for the first time. Because it's just like the first time. Saving is highly suggested as the story will progress greatly soon. Yeah, let's go ahead and save. Though I'm not planning to do any backtracking. So there's a couple of characters that if you don't, if you haven't completed a lot of their stuff by now, you're not going to be able to complete it anymore. So that's why they're like, hey, things are going to change. Well, yeah, I know. I'm glad they're going to change. I want them to change. I'll take care of their stuff when I play again. But this will give us like a real big insight into what's actually really happening here, I guess. Because I have a feeling...
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up.
How fucking incontinent are you if that's the case? Like, you sneeze and you shit yourself? I mean, I've had some pretty bad cases of bubble guts at times, but I've never been like,
still don't get
man,
it, do ya?
I should probably wear a fucking diaper today. Like, been wearing, eating too much of that, Olestra or whatever it was, the chips that were supposed to help you lose weight, because they had that fat-burning chemical in them. And,
what about the camera?
instead, it just made people, like, shit themselves all the
video
time.
Evidence?
What do you mean?
You still haven't figured it out?
Figured what out?
There are no laws here to protect criminals like you.
Cough, wheeze. Do I have to make my name again?
Justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
What?
You should know your place.
Rookie. I mean, criminal.
Sign here.
Sign
it's
here.
A confession under your name.
Nope.
I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg.
I guess some people do have that as a fetish, though, but what a weird-ass fetish.
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
And sign on the dotted line. We're fucking Amazon. Take your package. Can I sign it? Could you imagine that, though? Like, Amazon walking up to the house, kicking the door in. Sign for your motherfucking package! It's Saya.
Excuse me, but this area is off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The Prosecutor's Office? What business do you have here?
I'm surprised they
Just
didn't
let me
fast
through.
flash
It's
forward
urgent.
again.
There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You Prosecutor-san, Nijima?
Yep.
There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
Of course we are.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
You old fruitcake.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
Yeah?
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself.
Oh, my back.
This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Okay. You're an old man. No one expects much from you
Prosecutor,
either.
I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long.
Oh, okay.
It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
I do. I understand, too. We're gonna go in the room, and, we've talked to him for a while, and... Well done on
Well
making
done on making it this far, inmate.
Thanks.
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
Took long
The
enough.
effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
All right.
The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching.
Very true.
If you want to win this unreasonable game,
Mm-hmm.
if you wish to take back your stolen future,
What?
recall the bonds you formed with your allies and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
I can't because I didn't bond with everyone because I'm that kind of asshole. That'd be funny if they're like, you didn't bond with enough people. You don't know.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice.
Not really. What if I did this
I
on
still
purpose?
can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up.
So's mine.
I do have a suggestion, though.
What's that?
Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
What do you want?
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you.
The Shining? A little bit, yeah.
Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto
Damn,
Nijima.
4-day sleepover? I missed those kind of days as a kid.
Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
What was it? I had a best friend. He had a camper that they put up in his backyard in the summer, and we would spend as much time as we could out there. Me, him, and another good friend of ours, playing video games until all hours of the night. No.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
There were no such people.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators.
No, because I'm a thief.
Do you even understand the position that you're in?
Do you?
Let's discuss one other person. Goro Akechi.
What about him?
There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
He is not. Not a catchy.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it.
I think Akechi
You
is the
clearly
bad
have
guy.
no intention of bargaining with me.
I don't know a thing.
Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
It's wrong.
Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who's made wrong choices.
Am I? You call this justice?
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
Saving others.
Saving others? What an awfully simple response.
But isn't that the best kind of justice?
You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you?
Unusual Twitter movement.
You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy
This
tale.
wasn't you? My password.
But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth.
Someone just tried to sign into my wife's Twitter that hasn't been used in ages. But they can't because it's set up with a thing, so they don't even have the code for it.
The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
You still doubt me?
After all this, you're still...
I'm still just a kid. Drug is starting to wear off.
Are you listening? The
Yep.
side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
I won't be deceived. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me?
Yep.
It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
That's okay. Don't you want to win?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Yes. Interrogation. That's right. If I remember,
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she?
yeah.
Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening?
Kind of.
Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
Is this what you planned?
Planned? Why are you saying such odd things? Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct?
Yes.
That's true. Who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
I do. Sold out. That's right, there's something I need to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out.
That's what I figured.
All
It was
that's
a
left
catchy.
is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
Alright.
Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
I want to make a deal with you.
Yes, very well. Go on. If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
The phone.
You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. That's right. I'm sure Makoto and the others told you about it. We need to show it to the true culprit. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
Show it to the true culprit.
The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that?
That's what I figured. Catchy is a fucking asshole. I knew it.
And with that room, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Not a teammate.
Not a teammate? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Just show it.
it?
That's it.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once.
You can still.
I'll place my bet on you.
Good thing.
I just need to show him the phone, right?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, cool. She finally understands me.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thy bond shall become the wings thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of...
Oh, we got her to rank 10 from rank 6? God damn, true justice. Cooperate as comrades who fight for justice and seek the truth.
All right. All right.
Satan.
I'll be going now.
Okay.
What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
Perhaps.
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
What did showing him the phone do?
Foolish woman.
I knew I didn't like this guy.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in
wonder if
unarmed
he's-
to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you...
Damn.
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan. And now it will be completed.
What a little
Your
pickle.
popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Akechi, you're a dick. Why are you acting surprised? I figured it out before this. Maybe he's pretending to act surprised because he knew too. Because
Have you finally pieced it all together?
I've had it pieced together for a while now.
Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Is it? What the fuck? Really?
Hmm?
But if you shot him in the middle of the head, you can't... Anyways, whatever. The gun would be in the wrong position to shoot himself in the middle of his head like that. Like... Anyways, if he was holding it that way in his hand. Would have made more sense to use the temple as a point, but...
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
Interesting.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
About him.
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
Catchy as a...
No. It can't be. Even me. God. God. Damn it.
Damn.
Shit.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
Huh.
You want me to save him?
Interesting. What's going on? Is she in the Phantom or the... Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
No. Nope.
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You?
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
Fuck out of Dodge. Bye.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group.
Good.
The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idle thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest,
Real
the
caught up
police
in the game
must
of
surely be
sorry.
confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today? Yes. Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Interesting.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose.
Alibaba.
Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president.
Man.
I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply.
Interesting to see.
That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
Kind of seeing like how everyone would deal.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news.
I don't like that guy.
The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
Oh, they must not have known.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
They don't know. Oh, to trick your to trick your enemies. You have to trick your allies.
You're shitting me.
Wow.
We got him.
Haha, oh, they knew. Oh man, that was like, I like it.
It would seem as though you have been killed.
Have I?
But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy.
Apparently.
Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, Let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Oh man. Out of nowhere, this game really hooked me again. First time I sensed something was off. That's right, it was during the school festival.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too then?
Yeah, apparently.
It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
Yep.
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
He's up to something.
Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
It does. He's suspicious.
Yeah. It's impossible not to think that of him.
Well, I don't
Okay.
blame you, so.
Let's get everyone on the same page right away.
Gotcha. Oh, man.
There's something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation.
Okay.
That'll be tough.
You can do it, Furuba.
I agree. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone. So it's impossible even for you.
When she was looking at it.
I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan.
Oh, I like it.
That's perfect.
Keeping it secret?
Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
Okay. Furuba's going to do something. I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
Huh. We made a fake
It seems you
room.
finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
Yes. My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. So we oh man. Oh, so we were in the metaverse. Crazy. Oh, this is crazy. Yes! I love this. Oh, man. This is, oh man, that was very well pulled off. I heard they arrested one of the Phantom Thieves. No way. I didn't expect him to commit suicide. So he's a murderer. He deserved to die. I'm exhausted. Feels like my consciousness is about to fade away.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are
I'll do
you
my
listening?
best. I'm trying. Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back.
Are you listening?
What were we talking about?
You weren't paying attention? Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost in thought right now. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation.
Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
We figured.
It
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
Okay.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
Yes.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No.
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
Basically.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested, and then Akechi will kill him.
I think that's the way to do it.
Palace. The palace.
Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
Yes.
What's this all of a sudden?
The police office...
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and
part
get
of
the
Sai's
mastermind to lay
palace.
off of us, all while learning his
Oh,
Really?
damn. That's
You gotta
awesome.
be kidding me.
I didn't even think about that. The police...
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell him to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been?
Alive? I mean, I died.
You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else?
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi messed up.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
Thanks.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yeah.
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way early.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
The story was too good.
He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone. I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Very real.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Video game real, at least.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station.
Could it be?
That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
We had no idea.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
It was a great idea.
Yeah. It's good we have her heading up our operations.
I need to shave soon.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
Maybe.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Seems like she used the laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I couldn't see it either.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding.
Huh.
I
like
hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember. Drugs.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
It was close.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
It's fine.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you.
Okay, cool.
You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
What a nice guy.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
I agree.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
Interesting.
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyway.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility.
Such as?
First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns.
Right.
He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
Right.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
Very true.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
Yeah. Like he's
We'll make him have a
kinda
change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Calm down.
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister.
Got a hit!
Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Yes, actually. Diet building.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Well, he's a politician, dude.
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
We have to.
Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Ms. Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
Okay.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
Well, yeah.
We're intellectuals, you know.
No, most of us.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had Special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Damn.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
Interesting.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
So their greed...
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals. Which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Chosen One. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Looks like things have finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
Alright.
so?
Oh, by the way, police report on your death isn't going to show up at your school. No need to worry. Seems Prosecutor Nijima worked out some kind of deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me. As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine.
Well,
now,
how
I
do
guess
I
they
put
before your death
this?
now, they'd basically be saying you were a Phantom Thief. They can't really go announcing that the Phantom Thieves are, so I'm sure they'll be avoiding that. At any rate, I'm glad you're back safe and sound. Even that's putting it too lightly. You had it rough in there, didn't you? Don't worry.
Sorry.
Akechi was after you all along. I knew it was risky, but we had no choice but to depend on him. But thanks to your tenacity, you were able to. It's payback time. Let's make him regret underestimating the Phantom Thieves.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy.
Yeah. How so?
Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone?
Yeah.
Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi.
Right.
That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator.
Ah.
But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word.
That's
why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it.
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh?
Yes. Very, very good.
It may not have looked like it, but everyone else was risking their lives too.
I know.
Though there's no doubt you were the most at risk. I mean, you actually got arrested. But it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the details of the plan. Want me to explain how it all went down? It might take a bit.
Not now.
I guess that's understandable. Just focus on resting up. You don't... And
Okay.
seriously, well done.
Thanks. I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna head back to bed.
Sleep.
Guess he won't be going to school for a while.
No.
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other.
Really?
But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well.
Aw, that's sweet of you, Cat.
I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Cool.
Well then, we should get to sleep.
Alright.
You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that... So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Yeah. Apparently, Akechi arrested the leader of the Phantom Thieves. He's a hero. I'm so glad Akechi's back. I hope they can catch the rest of the thieves too. He really is amazing. Yeah, he's so amazing that he's the thief of life.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been
Hey, that's
getting
the guy who
wrapped up
plays
in
Sojiro, that's his
scandal after
voice.
scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. But that's a lie, right? It is. I just knew. Planning something with the Sakamoto-kun and the others, huh? Well, try not to trouble the school or the parents, okay? Also, make sure you're keeping up with your studies. I'll hand you housework as long as you request me. Is it true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear, you're like monkeys in a zoo. Oh yeah. I received word from Tendo's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyways? Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. I'm good. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to ask him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now, but I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck. Some crazy stuff is going on with the Phantom Thieves. Are you okay? I'm fine. Really? That's good. It's chaos over here because of the Phantom Thieves. You're still alive, so you must be scheming something, right? I gotta prepare myself for one more mountain. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm busy, so I'll talk to you again later.
Hey.
You don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are going to be showing up.
Okay.
Let's try and think of the keywords once the cheese curry has energized you. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I've tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering, if he's behind all these mental shutdowns, does that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April? Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused the accident? But it's a subway, does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shido, how many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that. If we're going to do it, I'd like Ninkun to join, but will that be okay? Won't somebody spot him there? We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tails us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Ninkun join us then. Remember though, we're going to with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well, let's meet in front of the Diet Building and force that bastard's palace.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building.
Okay. You going out? That's the plan.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
You realize you're done for if you get caught, right?
I do.
Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Gotcha, boss. Oh, stretchy stretch.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
No.
Conditions have not been met.
What about a mansion?
No.
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
Nope.
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
Conditions have not been met.
It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier?
Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Or maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure...
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
Let me, I don't know here.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido?
What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer.
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
But he told us.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
You are?
Look who's talking.
That was a movie. And there was a second one. Look who's talking too.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
I tried looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a Metropolitan Assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specially appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently, he also won a contest for who people would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's assured to become the prime minister. Only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
Shido's reputation is truly astronomical. It's preposterous. This isn't the popularity level of a normal politician anymore. What's so great about him? I seriously don't get it. He's a strong leader who protects his citizens. Well, supposedly. Is everyone blind? We'll just need to shed light on who he really is. By the way, is it okay if my sister joins us tomorrow? She's hoping she can be of help as well. Fine by me? Okay, I'll tell her that. Okay, we'll figure out the keywords tomorrow for sure. I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out. And we're stuck in this place. Let's go see if there's a crossword puzzle. Because I like crossword puzzles, so, you know. No, okay. I can't go out anywhere just now, so. Oh, got a phantom heart thing.
Now then.
Or a hood or something when you're in place or something like, okay?
Oh!
I'm going to play a game. We'll play Golfer Sour to Hiko.
Okay.
Let's start a pro golfer. It looks like this next hole is par 3. Oh, pardon. You'll just need to finish it within 3 strokes, okay? Remember, the first shot is crucial. Make sure you aim well. Nice, you got it on the green. You have 2 shots left. Now I wonder if you'll be able to sink it in the cup. Boom. Yep. You got it in! Oh, you cleared that no problem. You even have a shot left over.
Nice.
So your technique book helped, huh? Our proficiency is already maxed. That should put an end to the case. It's just like Shido-san said. We can't go wrong leaving things to Masayasho Shido. Shido-san's gonna be in the election too, right? Politicians like him are promising. Justice with Akechi! As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Please contact me as soon as you see this. What do you need? Stop making me worried. I'm glad you're okay. I just got nervous when I saw the news. Well, I'll be at the clinic if you need any medicine. Nothing but the Phantom Thieves on TV. Oh, that's right. Aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. It's almost time for our meeting. I wonder if anybody has figured out the keyword.
Last one. Diamond mine.
No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
No.
Right? That's not something to be excited about.
We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Yes.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi.
Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
Yeah, but...
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
Is it?
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongen-Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Yes, it is.
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
That voice.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did!
Sounds like the same voice I heard back then.
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Okay. See you guys later.
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way. Hurry! And by the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
It's okay. try anything.
We will be counting on you.
Stand out too much if we all go together. Please investigate on your own. So, the one behind the death of Haru's father may be out there. Please check it out, man. I'll just wait here and abide my time.
We will be counting.
Same thing, okay. Alright.
Now is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation.
Yeah?
Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have
Taking
taken
a
a strong
foothold
Such
in
a
our society.
disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope.
Shido, is that Shido? He's here. Where? Where is he? Oh, this is amazing. Let's go check it out.
So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury. So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
That's right, he's strong, admirable man. Even more than Dad? Well, I'd say so. Shido is a wonderful person. Damn, Dad. Selling yourself short? Oh, not down here.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy?
Hey, bud.
You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
Hi.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
That voice.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? Hey, the show. Get lost, kid.
Yes, hi, puppy. I
Damn
pet you.
brat.
Okay, I pet you. This man. There's no mistake. He's the same man as the one from before.
What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing
Okay,
him
I
in
keep
person?
petting you. He's why I got arrested.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before?
Yeah.
The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't
Why are you
believe
so
it.
drooly, huh? Why are you covered in drool? What are you doing that for? Hi.
Let's get
I
going.
know you've been
okay?
fed and watered. I did that earlier. You don't get more than 2.5 cups of food a day. You've already had most of that. You had a cup. You get another cup and a half for dinner.
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Good snacks throughout the day. Like, got some watermelon waiting on you. Yeah, you like the watermelons. Got some apples. Got some regular granola. Definitely him.
Talk about a destined connection.
You need a bath, though. You're starting to smell a little bit.
Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God. Did the
The
pal that
hell's
you used to
going on
watch
here?
and hang out with, is he at work or something?
Cheeto was
Ugh.
already a politician
God
then.
damn.
Yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit.
Ace is the dog who gets the pets.
Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
What
He
if?
speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
Very interesting.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
We do. Have to do this. Ugh, my hand's all sweaty. I know that was all goopy from the popper. This guy behind everything turned out to be your archenemy. What an oddly poetic twist. Oh, yeah, those clothes. You stand out if everyone else is wearing the school uniform. Might be a good idea to wear your uniform when you head out. And I head out. No, I cannot. So, play golf, I guess. Let's play a game. Let's play Golfer Saratahiko. Alright.
Okay.
Let's start up Pro Golfer. So, yes. Makes sense. Alright. Of course, this course is 360 yards. At least it's par 4. In any case, you should try to clear it in 4 strokes, okay? X. Oof, almost missed. Man, that was a great shot. You really reduced the distance. You still have 3 shots to go. Keep your momentum rolling. Okay. Ooh, perfect. Nice, the ball's on the green. This is your 3rd shot. Maybe you can get it in the cup. Perfect. Yay! Hey, it was in. Nice job. Oh, you cleared that, no problem. Have you even have a shot left over?
Nice.
The secret technique helped. Oh, great. And we beat the game. I think there's just one more game to beat after this. And I'll have beaten all 7 classic games that are available. We cleared all the courses in Pro Golfer Saratahiko. Alright, let's enjoy this ending. So the manual says if you send in the password, you get a prize. Blah, 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 blah. Golf card.
Nice.
It's getting late. Let's call it a night, okay? Seems like there'll be a higher voter turnout this election. It'll totally be an easy win for Shido-kun. He really got famous from all that Phantom Thieves business. He's on track to become Prime Minister. Guess I should be on Shido's side. Ooh, Cheetos. I want some Cheetos. I might have to... Oh, it's still raining. I've actually been paying attention to the news lately. Aren't you proud of me? Don't you leave it on hoping that Akechi will be there? Well, not that I blame you. He's a real hero. I think Masayoshi Shido is even more amazing, though. He's the first politician I've ever really believed in. Oh, I know. Shido-san, too. Sounds like he really wants to improve this country. Yes, I know it's supposed to be a girl. Can't they see that they're being lied to? We have to do something. It's not true that the Phantom Thieves leader died, right? Everything's fine. Thank goodness. There's no way the Phantom Thieves could be defeated. Man, it's such a relief to hear things are okay. Well, if you need anything, I'll be at the arcade. Can I do anything besides go to the diet building?
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long.
But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
No.
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting.
Casey at bat, huh?
You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
If that.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others.
Fortune, rich people.
Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Alright.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Keeps talking about boats.
Steer?
Ship.
It was a match?
Yeah, of course it was.
What? The diet building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, let's go and find out.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
I agree.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right. Do it.
All right. Let's head in.
Did anything change? We went in, right?
Yep.
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the diet building remains unchanged.
Does it though?
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Exactly.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different.
That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
On the ocean.
The hell?
I figured.
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
Yeah. Basically. And just blowing through whatever buildings get in the way, I guess.
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking?
Don't know.
Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
No problem.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure.
Let's go.
All right.
We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections.
We have a month, roughly.
Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Yep. And since we're infiltrating, I think...
Wait.
Clothes aren't changing. I guess you don't see us as a threat yet, huh? Speaking of that, shouldn't Nin have been disguising himself on the way here? Seeing someone in disguise with a bunch of kids in school uniforms would be super weird. Well, we won't have to worry about any of that once we steal the treasure. Let's do this.
Indeed.
Across Yoshido's palace. I wonder what awaits us within. Let's go find out. It's time we begin our infiltration. I understand why you might already see us as a threat, but why are even the passengers wearing masks? Think they're trying to be Phantom Thieves like Noir was with that beauty thief stuff? That's quite enough.
It looks like.
Whatever the reason, it reflects Shido's mentality. Surely he doesn't view others normally.
You're right.
Given the insane nature of his distortion, I'm surprised they even look like people.
Listen up.
Very likely we'll end up in battles from here forward. Be on your guard. Who are you? Don't you think you can talk to an honored guest of Mr. Shido so casually? Okay. Hey, lady. What an odd costume. Is that what you people are into nowadays?
Huh?
An enemy.
What?
Oh, it's attacking us with all these people around. It's the lion.
It's time.
Persona.
By the myriad troops.
Aragadi.
It's fine.
Gotcha, cat.
Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to keep his guests entertained.
Well done.
Indeed. Those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team.
Well then.
What is with these people? Why do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed?
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make him see what this ship really is.
This lost sign. Ah, Shido. Is there any treasures?
Shadow identified.
I'll reveal your true form.
We got the advantage. Don't rush this.
No gun. Oh. So, okay.
Persona! All will be revealed!
Enemy defeated! All right, Joker!
Don't forget this feeling.
Good work, everyone.
More than anything else, we're just gaining levels. You know.
All right. Let's see it.
That was fast. Oh, I'm getting sleepy with nothing.
Fear vial.
There's a chest. Joker, let's open it.
Too late. Already did. That was quite a show. Are you entertained?
Hey.
Joker, we should go. It would be a problem to start drawing attention to
A chest! Talk about...
Show me your true form.
Gotcha, straight jacket dog.
Surprise attacks?
We're evenly matched here. Just don't let your guard down.
See if we can. Special one. Down shot.
You're done.
Amazing, Joker! Please don't resist.
Talk. Lend me your power.
This one's got a temper. Just act really serious. It should appreciate
What are you
that.
thinking now? Wow, how serious is that? You think you're not a dead dog? Is that really the case?
Be careful.
Aw.
Persona!
Fine. Megaton Ray. Damn.
Persona!
Let's see how you do on.
Take that!
Don't forget this feeling.
Good
No
work,
problem, I
everyone.
won't.
Okay.
Nice
Got
work.
another treasure.
Keep it up and...
A black kagatana. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Don't worry, dog.
I've got it. That one's just weird. I don't know what
Weakness
it's
to
gonna
ice,
do.
that's what I figured.
Persona!
But if I kill her, good night, little dog.
Now, let's continue. Good work, everyone.
All right.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Let's see. Treasure. Treasure. Oh, they're Darumakas. I don't know if that's actually what they're called. Hey, look.
Enemies. Don't worry though, they're no big deal.
Okay,
Can I beat that loser?
go ahead. Beat them all you want.
Squeal like a pig! One enemy shot down. Panther's rocking it.
Talk. Warning shot. Who is Narcissus? Cool. Got Narcissus.
Your power's incredible, Joker.
Thanks. Level. I'll take level.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm getting an uneasy feeling.
Focus.
All that, I guess we just go higher now.
I'll reveal your true form.
Reveal his true form, alright? Then take him out.
Watch out, that one's dangerous. Sometimes you just want to explode.
Sometimes.
Don't forget this feeling.
Okay, let's move on.
We are. Moving on.
Okay.
Huh? That was a little too easy.
Was it? I think it was just right. Okay, so that'll let me get onto there. What's this do? Ah, so that'll let me. Okay. What do you want to bet this door is locked? Well, it's not. Let's go see what's this way then.
Excellent. It's a treasure chest.
Ah, it is. But there's also some items here. Might as well grab those, right? Liquid mercy. Black rock. That's not as exciting. All right. I set the treasure presence. It's that way. Let's go, guys. What's this way?
Hey,
Ah, it's the safe room. I want to go safe room. Brr.
I have something. These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
Probably the treasure.
there's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa, there's 5 of them.
475 people in favor, 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Okay.
Past? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
Yeah.
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Yeah, you know, Ryuji.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha. So, what are they doing inside?
Voting.
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed.
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Yeah.
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
We'll have to pretend.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
Great idea.
That thought never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared.
True. You have a point.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Well, we'll just beat him up.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us?
We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an Ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
Yeah.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around.
Okay, let's do that. But just because
Well then.
looks like everyone's taken off to go gather intel. There's no doubt. I can sense a treasure beyond this door. Looks like we're already hit the jackpot. Let's go talk to the others. Before we do that, though, you know what? With us out to save all of Japan, nay, save the world from someone like Shido and his terrible, terrible rule. Let's be superheroes. Now, so I realized why Akechi was the Gray Pigeon character. If you play the Featherman game that is available for you to play in this game, Pigeon is kind of like a traitor. He's not who he thinks he is. One of the VIPs used to belong to nobility. Yes, that must be why he can enter the sacred place. I heard he's not easily seen either. Why would someone of his stature always be by the poolside? Well, he must like it there for some reason, but I don't think he gets to swimming.
Hey!
VIP area. The main assembly hall is a sacred place. Looks like we can't get in unless Shido accepts us.
Somewhere.
Oh, you have elegance and refinement so sorely lacking in the ordinary citizen. Why, such flattery. A high-class aura emanates from you as well. So you notice. Most certainly. Hey, these guys totally ignore me when I try and talk to them. Do I look that much like I don't got any money? Is it because of the skull mask or something? They're just very self-centered. I think this is a safe room. Right. Kind of sad for making me get a complete stranger, Joker. But I'll do it. I'm going to avenge my mother.
Huh? Oh, a treasure chest. Let's...
Nirvana strength time. Hi, Haro. I'm not entirely sure how to speak to people here. I either remain silent or spoke in simple pleasantries during Father's business relations. Even Mr. O is a VIP. I just saw him at the restaurant. To think an important politician like him has been invited here. Well, support from the political world would mean mental shutdowns are as viable as ever. I'm quite convinced. I wonder if there's a way I can get to know him better myself. If you wish. Hearing people speak so casually about the mental shutdown business makes me hesitant. But it seems as though we need a certification from 5 VIPs to become a special customer. These people are willing to share anything. Perhaps it's because their faces are hidden. shadow. Causing commotion might ruin our ability to gather intel. Let's leave it alone. So that is the president of a TV station. Indeed, Mr. Shido has quite the large circle of acquaintances. It seems you have to be at least that important to be considered a VIP. I'm truly envious. Why don't you go play the slots with him? That might get his attention.
Indeed.
It appears these people all want to be accepted as one of Shido's special customers. By the way, I've gained some information on the VIPs we should discuss later.
Joker.
Dude, I actually saw what looked like a map on our way here. Why don't we go check it out? Okay.
Nice.
We'll definitely be able to use this to our advantage. Let's take it with us.
Well,
How did it go for all of you? Not great, but not bad either.
Well,
I was able to get a bit of intel as well. We should sort through all of what we should sort through what all of us gained for now. Well, I took a look at the map we obtained earlier and found what appears to be a safe room. Right there.
Whoa.
It's close. Perfect. Let's go over there. Our intel there.
Joker.
Can't see very well. We will. We're gonna go there. That's the hero's job.
still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too. But talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
He is.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. All right. Let's put together the information we gathered.
Huh. Gotcha.
So we gotta get a letter of introduction from the 5 VIPs. And those letters become the key cards.
You're right.
Exactly. Now let's go over what all of us have learned. First, according to my intel,
It seems...
one of the VIPs is an influential politician by the name of Uwe. He's supposedly seen at the restaurant at night and sits at a table near the window. I'll go next. I heard about a prominent, not promising or permissive, VIP who used to be nobility? They said he's usually by the pool.
Please hear me out.
Next is my intelligence. It seems that the president of a television station is also a VIP. He always plays slots at night. It would seem he spends his money quite lavishly. Crap, I'm starting to forget people already.
Hey,
Next is my turn.
listen!
For real? Even you got info? Of course, I eavesdropped. Supposedly, one of the VIPs is the president of an IT company. He's always in his room, reportedly enters from an exclusive hallway.
Listen up!
Well then, I'll close this out. How the hell did you get info with your looks? It seems like some guy they call the Cleaner is another VIP. I've heard that he's cautious, so it's probably best if we check the other VIPs first. Wait a minute. After all the VIPs were listed, this one's a Cleaner? Supposedly. I'm sorry, I couldn't get any information. Me neither, so don't worry about it, okay? Let's work harder during the battle. You're right, I'll do my best. But there's a bigger problem, you know? My memory's, not so great. Anyway, who was who,
It's no use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker?
My memory's pristine.
Really? Wow!
We're up against 5 people. The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner. We get certification from them and obtain letters of introduction that'll serve as keycards. But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with.
Yes.
Whoa, now that's impressive! You go, genius!
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room.
All right, let's get this done quickly.
We will. I'm gonna save.
Hey!
Should we head home? Huh? You want to go back already? Shido trusts them to a certain extent. It's best to consider them as powerful individuals.
Well...
Oh, come on. Alright. I guess let's stay out here. We'll play some more later. Not just yet, though. So, bye, everyone.